Hello friends, let us now learn some important previous year questions in PGIMER. True about Down syndrome is, in Down syndrome, maternal serum AFP is increased. Maternal serum AFP is not increased in Down syndrome. Trisomy 21S, yes it is true. Increased conjugated estradiol. Look, see, in Down syndrome only two hormones are increased, which is high, that is HCG is increased, beta HCG is increased, and inhibin are the two hormones which are increased in Down syndrome. Estradiol is decreased. Quadruple test contains placental alkaline phosphate, PAPP. PAPP is pregnancy associated plasma protein A. This is pregnancy associated plasma protein A, true. Estradiol and HCG is true. It's not alpha fetoproteinase, it is actually inhibin A. Then ideal timing for CV sampling carried out transcervically is, for choriovilus sampling to carry out ideally, it is actually carried out ideally in 10 weeks, 10 to 15 weeks, 10 to 13 weeks. It is carried out in 10 to 13 weeks. If it is carried out late, it can cause orofacial or mandibular defects. So we will have to conduct this choriovilus sampling between 10 to 13 weeks. Next question. Which of the following are true regarding the changes in pregnancy at term? At term, systemic vascular resistance decreases. True. 40 to 50% increase in cardiac output occurs. This is true. Heart rate actually increases in pregnancy. Vital capacity will almost be normal, okay, whereas respiratory rate will not increase. Vital capacity is normal. Even the respiratory rate, if you see, is also not affected. So vital capacity and respiratory rate, both these are normal changes in pregnancy. In pregnancy, which of the following decreases? In pregnancy, serum urea and serum creatinine will decrease. In pregnancy, serum urea and serum creatinine will decrease. Next, all are true about PCOD except metformin is used for treatment. Yes. Associated with acanthosis nigricans. Yes. It occurs in premenopausal. No, it occurs mostly in young women. Associated with obesity. Yes. So these are the true statements about PCOD. Next question. True about cervical screening program is, true about cervical screening program start from 21 years irrespective of sexual activity. Actually start from 21 years in sexually active women. Then this is wrong. After 30 years of age, screening is done every 2 to 3 years if previous 3 pap smear samples are true. This is true. Previous 3 pap smear samples are negative. Then this is true. Yes. After 30 years of age, screening is done every 2 to 3 years if previous 3 pap smear are negative. In 70 plus age group, if previous pap smear is negative, then annual survey is done. Actually, after 70 years, if pap smear is negative, then you will have to stop screening. We won't continue screening. Next question. Risk group should be screened through HPV DNA testing combined with cytology. True. Risk group should be screened with both HPV DNA and also cytology. Next question. On cervical cancer screening, cervical intraepithelial neoplasia 2 lesion is detected. Which of the following can be included in the management? For cervical intraepithelial neoplasia 2, and if the patient is young age group, then the treatment of choice is LEEP. That is loop electroexcision procedure is the treatment of choice. But here what are involved in management? We can do hysterectomy if the patient does not desire future pregnancies, hysterectomy can be done, colposcopy and conization can be done. We will never keep the patient with cervical intraepithelial lesions observative, especially type 2 and type 3. Type 1 can be kept under examination for some cases. Which of the following is true about locked twins? In locked twins, first fetus breech presentation and second fetus cephalic presentation, true. Even this first fetus cephalic presentation, second fetus breech, it is not locked, because first fetus is in cephalic presentation, we can easily deliver the baby, and we can take the baby. Second fetus is breeched, so you can do breech delivery also can be done. Next, decapitation of head can be done if the fetus is dead. It can be done, yes, but we generally do not do. Caesarean section is the treatment of choice. True, in locked twins, if first fetus is in breech presentation, we do not attempt vaginal delivery. They cannot be delivered by vaginal route. Next question. True about pelvis is obstetric conjugate is 2 centimeters less than diagonal conjugate. True. Obstetric conjugate is the distance between the midpoint of sacral promontory to prominent bone projection in the midline on the inner surface of symphysis pubis. Yes. Intertuberous diameter is 8 centimeters. False. Bispinous diameter is 10.5 centimeters. True. Intertuberous diameter is actually 11 centimeters. So this obstetric conjugate is the distance between the midpoint of sacral promontory to the prominent bony projection in the midline of inner surface of pubic symphysis. This is actually the definition of obstetric conjugate. Next question. Features of chronic hypertension in pregnancy. Chronic hypertension. If the hypertension occurring after 20 weeks of pregnancy, this is actually pregnancy induced hypertension. It is not chronic hypertension. Hypertension occurring before 20 weeks of pregnancy, this is chronic hypertension. More than 10 times common in obese women, not actually. Hypertension before onset of pregnancy, yes, that is chronic hypertension. Hypertension occurs up to 12 weeks postpartum. No, if the hypertension continues even after the childbirth, if the blood pressure rise continues, then we can classify it as chronic hypertension. Next question. In a primary, differential diagnosis of shock is: shock can occur due to uterine inversion, postpartum massive hemorrhage, and also amniotic fluid embolism. So all these can result in shock. Next question. In pregnancy, counseling for therapeutic termination is generally done in case of therapeutic termination of pregnancy is done mainly for those patients according to NYHA are in grade 3 or higher risk. They include Eisenmenger syndrome, Marfan syndrome, and primary pulmonary hypertension. Eisenmenger syndrome, Marfan syndrome, and primary pulmonary hypertension. In these cases, we should attempt therapeutic termination of pregnancy. Next question. OCPs are absolutely contraindicated in age more than 40 years with smoking. Yes, OCPs are contraindicated. Carcinoma of breast and genitalia. No, actually there is carcinoma of genitalia. This will decrease the risk. It is not contraindicated, not absolutely contraindicated. Next, if there is history of epilepsy we can give oral contraceptives, but we should look after the interactions that might happen, but it is not absolutely contraindicated. It is absolutely contraindicated in thrombophlebitis because estrogen present in the oral contraceptives will increases the thrombosis. Hyperlipidemia not affect. no effect. Next question. Hyperlipidemia, you can give it. It's not like contraindicated. So contraindicated absolutely are age more than 40 years with smoking and thrombophlebitis. Next question. Infertility is defined as if the couple fails to achieve pregnancy after 18 months of, not 18 months, 1 year. If next second option, if the couple fails to achieve pregnancy after, not 15, it is after 1 year. This is correct. If the couple fails to achieve pregnancy after 1 year of regular unprotected intercourse, then that is infertility. Then termed primary if the contraception has never occurred. This is true. So these two are true options. Next question. Which of the following is true regarding management of ectopic pregnancy? Intrauterine sac may be visible by transvaginal ultrasonography when the beta HCG level is more than 1000 milli-international units per ml. This is true. Then hemoperitoneum is indication for medical treatment. Hemoperitoneum is present, then we should go to the surgery. It is not medical treatment. Methotrexate is the drug of choice. Laparoscopy can be used as for diagnosis. These are true statements. Next question. Most common site of cervical intraepithelial neoplasia is in squamocolumnar junction or transitional zone, transformation zone. Next question. True about Mayer-Rokitansky-Kushner-Hauser syndrome is 46XY. No, they are females. 46XX. Upper two-third of vagina is absent. True. Ovary is atrophic. No, ovaries are normal actually. Only the Mullerian duct abnormality is present. In Mayer-Rokitansky-Kushner-Hauser syndrome, there is Mullerian duct abnormality. Ovaries are completely normal. Uterus abnormality, true. Amenorrhea is present. This is also true. These are the true statements. Thank you for watching.